Now, before we get into the odd robot jobs, I would like to say that when you first hear of the word robot, you almost immediately think of something like this. Or if you're a Star Wars fan like me, you think of something like this. And I'm going to give you some brief information on robots before we get into the odd robot jobs. So robots are as simple as computer software all the way to factory robots. And robots are basically what humans have created to make our lives easier. And they're very helpful because they can do dangerous tasks, repetitive tasks, and hard tasks. Talking about repetitive tasks, like all robots do, they do the same tasks that they have been told to do over and over again. For example, this Hatchimal here, when I turn it on, it says hello. And if you press its button on its stomach, it'll do this. And I can turn it off, and it'll do the exact same thing again. It'll say the same hello, and it'll play that same song. And no matter how many times I do this process again and again, it'll always do the same thing, like all robots do. Now let's get into the odd robot jobs. First off, we have robots cheering you on. That's right, a Korean baseball team was struggling to get many fans, so they created their own fans, robot fans. And this here is a robot tour guide, which can tell the viewers about the exhibits, and it also takes questions. And now imagine a robot making pancakes. Well, that's exactly what this robot is doing, and it can make everything from pancakes to crab puree. And why not a robot food critic to go along with that? The robot food critic, all you have to do is insert food into its mechanical parts, and it will tell you the quality of the food. Have you ever been lost in an airport? Well, I bet you have. Well, this here is your airport best friend. All you have to do is go up to it, tell the robot where you need to be, and it'll take you right there. This is outside of Microsoft headquarters, and what this is, it's a robot security guard, and it patrols the area and looks out for suspicious behaviors. And this here is a robot truck driver, and don't worry, it's not actually on the roads yet. It's invented, but it's still in safe places. But it can still do everything like go on green, stop on red, and turn, and do speed limits. Are you an only child like me, or have you been home alone often? Well, then you probably know what being lonely feels like. This robot changes everything. It's basically your best friend. Yes, there are complete robot farms out there with robots planting seeds, harvesting, and here the robot is herding the cattle. And this here is a robot sales representative, and it is trying to sell stuff at a technology store. Do you like doing your laundry? Well, I bet you don't. This is a game changer. All you have to do is put the clothes in it, and it washes, dries, and folds your laundry. All you have to do at the end is put it on the shelf. And this by far is one of the oddest robot jobs. It's a robot Buddhist monk doing a funeral ritual. And this here is a robot story writer. And it's not printing off a story that someone typed in. It's literally making the story from its software. And this is a robot writing its own music. And it uses its software to put neat notes, beats, and rhythms into different orders. Out of these two people, can you tell which one's the robot? If you guess the person sitting in the chair, then you are correct. That is actually a robot. That's pretty creepy. Now imagine a robot saying, "Do you want fries with that?" Well, that's exactly what's happening at this McDonald's. And it could be happening at many other fast food restaurants too. This here is a robot building a house, and in this picture, it's building a wall. And robots are 3 times faster while building a wall, and they don't have to worry about a brick falling on their head. And this here is a good old robot soldier, and it is carrying a hurt soldier back to safety. And this is a robot surgeon, which is far more precise than a normal surgeon. All the surgeon does is looks through a camera and controls the robot at precise movements. It's basically a very, very, very difficult video game. And this might look like the Tin Man, but what it really is a robot jockey, which can tell the horse to jump, turn, and everything in between. And this is the last robot job I have for you. And it is the best for last, a robot building another robot. Now that's all I have, but I take no credit for the pictures. You might be thinking, well, why does any of this matters? This matters because soon one day, these won't be odd robot jobs. These will be normal robot jobs because we'll be seeing robots everywhere. Now, next time you think of a robot, I hope you just don't think of R2-D2 and C-3PO.